booking a birthday party. If you're a magician, clown, face painter, balloon twister, ventriloquist, or any other type of family show performer, knowing how to book a birthday party over the phone is one of the most important business skills you can have. We're going to talk about that right now. When you get a call about booking a birthday party, how you handle the call will determine if you book the gig or if it slips through your fingers. This video will focus on what to say when you get that call. I'm not trying to tell you everything you should know about marketing in general. I'm going to give you 5 things that you can do the very next time the phone rings to ensure that you'll book more gigs. Stick around to the end of the video for a bonus of 3 things that most performers forget to mention that will ruin a gig. Number 1, put the caller at ease. Most of the time the caller's a little bit nervous because they've never booked a performer and they don't know what to expect. As soon as they tell me they're calling about a birthday party, I say, "How fun, sounds like you guys are going to have a great time. I sure hope I can be in on the fun." To put the caller at ease, ask open-ended questions such as, "Tell me about what you have in mind." You'll get the date and time and all the details you need about the party, but let the person making the call share their excitement about the party. Don't ever make them feel rushed. If they sense joy and excitement from you, it'll make them feel at ease. Number 2, focus on them. This is a special once-in-a-lifetime memory for them. You may do 4 birthday parties every Saturday, but this is the only one they care about. I ask about the birthday child, and then I try to affirm the caller by acknowledging some of the things they're excited about. If it's a first birthday, I talk about how the whole family will have fun. For older preschoolers, I talk about how they're beginning to form memories and how this will be a fun memory that will last a lifetime. For school-age kids, I talk about how they'll enjoy it with their friends and they'll remember this 7-year-old birthday when they're 47 years old. The point is, focus on the caller and their child before you focus on yourself. Number 3, make it simple. Try to keep everything as simple as possible. If you offer several services, keep the choices clear and simple. Some performers like to have different packages. For example, a basic package at one price and a deluxe package at another price. How you handle the phone call is so important, it's worth your time to make up a simple script and practice what you'll say. I'm going to give you the last 2 tips and then that bonus I promised you. But before I do that, I need your help. In the comments below, tell us if you require a signed contract for the birthday parties you do and the pros and cons of the way you do it. Number 4, focus on benefits. When you really think about it, you're not selling a magic show or face painting or balloon twisting or anything like that. What you're really selling is a fun memory that will last a lifetime. So, focus on that. I like to mention that there will be lots of opportunities for everyone to take pictures. I talk about how the whole group will be involved because I use lots of volunteers. I like to mention that there's a special trick for the birthday child where they get to dress up in a costume and it makes great photos for the entire family. Instead of focusing on what I offer, I instead focus on the benefits the family gets. Fun, memories, laughter, and hassle-free planning. Birthday moms and dads want to know how you'll benefit them more than they want to know what you have to sell. Often the caller will start out by saying, "What do you charge?" I say, $20 million. They usually pause, then laugh, and often they relax and say something funny back to me. I laugh with them and say, "No one's ever paid that, but if just one person did, I could retire." This does a couple of things. First, it lets the caller realize this is not going to be a high-pressure sales call. Instead, they can relax and we can have fun as we talk about the party. Second, it lets me talk about the benefits they'll get before we talk about price. After I make the $20 million remark, I say, "Let me tell you a little bit about what I do and see if it's what you're looking for." Letting me tell about the benefits they'll receive helps them. I find out where the party will be, how long they're planning, and any details that might affect the final quote. Number 5, ask for the gig. I don't try to hard sell my services. It should be a fun, low-pressure interaction. But I know many performers who don't ever ask for the gig. Now, a hardcore salesman would say, "Remember, ABC, always be closing." But I don't like to operate that way. However, if I never ask for the gig, I know most of the time I won't book the gig. After I tell them what I do, I ask, "Is that what you're looking for?" This does a couple of things for the customer. This gives them an opportunity to tell you other things they may need. For example, they may say, "Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, but I was also wondering if you could," whatever. They get to tell you exactly what they want in a natural way. The second thing this does is gets them saying yes. This makes it much easier for them to say yes when you ask for the gig. After I make sure I've listened to them and answered all their questions, I say something like, "Great, let me just get some information so that we can make this the best birthday party ever." And then I proceed to fill out my booking sheet. I don't say, "Would you like to book me for the party?" or anything that requires an awkward yes or no from them. By moving naturally to getting details for the party, you'll make the caller more comfortable and you'll book more gigs. This is when you get the deposit, talk about the contract, or any of the things that you do to finalize gigs. Keep these 5 things in mind and you'll book more gigs. Bonus. Here's that bonus I promised you. Here are 3 things that most performers forget to mention that will ruin a gig. Parking. I ask the host to make sure that they have a place for me to park. This is especially important if you have equipment or a sound system to carry in. Arrival. I tell the host to plan to have the show start 30 minutes after the party starts. Ask any veteran performer and they'll tell you about times that they had to wait around because an important guest was running late. Starting the show 30 minutes after the party starts allows you to start on time and to end on time so that you can get to your next gig. No food. A lot of times people think that a magic show, ventriloquist performance, or clown show is the perfect time for kids to enjoy their refreshments. Ask any performer what happens to their show when a child spills red Kool-Aid on their party clothes, or kids get up to get more food or napkins or go to the restroom. I've had moms thank me for helping them with this tip as they plan their party. Remember these 3 things and your gigs will be even better. If this video helped you, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification. And check out these videos that will help you be a better performer.